I say to you, I don't want you going on that girl's trip.
Can I ask
how
why?
you gonna be like, nah?
Can I ask why?
Because I said so.
So that's not a good. Okay.
It is.
Why?
It is. You know why it is? Because did you hear what I just laid out? I'm coming with big energy. I said.
So you feel because you're a provider, you can just say this is what it is and not give her any communicate a reason why?
I'm not saying because I'm a provider. I'm telling you what I'm saying right now. I'm saying because I'm him. It's more than just being a damn provider. It's more than just being a provider. All that your homegirls be going through, you don't go through none of that. You straight. You the envy of your homegirls. Like, ooh, he got a brother type. And a dude hold it down the way he's supposed to hold it down, and he say to you, nah, I don't want you doing that. You supposed to be like, okay. That's it.
Jazz is out of her mind. Angry Man about to cook her. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Fatty, let's go.
Last week on Ladies First.
I was going to ask if you were religious or if you were Christian, because it says two become one flesh. And so when we two become one flesh, it's not about you. It's both of y'all. So you're speaking, and I get that you might just be dating right now, but if you're married, that's why they were asking, is there going to be a change? Because two become one flesh. So if he says no, that's no.
Well,
so that's my question. Are you coming from a secular view, or are you coming from like a religious? Like, do you believe in that?
Come on, my sister in Christ.
Go ahead, Jess. Or are you just... Go ahead, Jess. Or are you just spiritual? Jess, go ahead.
I wouldn't call myself religious. My boyfriend and I, we both believe in God. I understand that that's the dynamic. All I'm saying is that if we become married, the dynamic of me or him taking a solo trip or doing things without each other, we don't find that as a couple to be disrespectful. So that's just what I'm coming at. Y'all are saying you need to ask permission to do everything with your man. Men don't ask permission for women to do anything.
Because we're men. We don't have to.
So you're not
religious, right? We don't have to.
That part right there.
Because we're men. We don't have to.
So you're not religious,
men,
right?
We don't have to. We're not the same. You're women and we're men. You're not the same. And no matter how much the world wants to change and try to change everything, no. You don't get to do that, okay? Because when it boils down to it, if you're in any type of situation where you're in trouble, we're the ones that have to stand in front of you and put ourselves in danger to protect you.
Great point, AM. There's only one thing wrong with that. They don't give a shit.
You don't get to be in charge if we have to sacrifice our very livelihood to make sure you're safe. And in this lie that you sitting up here telling, oh, well, women go on girl trips to be whores, period.
That is so immature and narrow-minded thinking. You don't have any proof of that. I've been on several girls trips. Like, stop projecting your own insecurities. You don't know what the fuck.
One second. Let him finish and then you can. 1 second. Let him finish.
Girls trips to be whores.
This guy's corny as hell. He has no idea what he's talking about.
No, they
don't.
Damn, man, one mic.
No, they don't.
Things that they can't do in front of their husband.
Y'all are talking about a particular type of
Hey, 1 second, please. I'm not being
fucking idiot.
1 second, please. I'm not being accused of being a sim today. I'm not being accused of being for the brotherhood today. I will let you talk. If anybody interrupts, I'm going to mute y'all and I'm going to drop y'all. Okay, and then I'll bring you back.
Well, again. I was talking and he cut me off, but it's cool. I'm done with
this. You've been talking for 2 hours.
That's why I said I'm done. Don't worry about it.
Well,
So let them
at
finish
the
and
end
then
of
they
the day,
respond.
it's about the whole entire thing, and the reason why there are so many problems with relationships nowadays is because women of today are entitled and spoiled. You think you're supposed to always have your fucking way, which is why if somebody else comes in and starts talking, oh no, I don't want to hear that. I'm done anyway because you guys don't agree with what I'm saying. Grow up.
I think you
Grow
should
up.
grow up to assume that every girl trip,
Grow
everybody is
up.
fucking. That's a
Grow
very
up.
immature, limited
Everyone is
mindset.
out here fucking.
No, it's not.
Everyone is
You
out here
sound crazy
fucking.
to assume that every girl that
Absolutely,
goes on a
everyone's out
girl
here
trip
fucking.
is out here fucking
That's
on
the
girl
main
trips.
reason
That's
why the
weird as
STI
fuck.
rate is so
All
high.
y'all think about is sex
That's
nonstop.
the main
You old
reason
as hell.
why.
You old as hell
That's
with
the
no
main
wife,
reason
no
why.
relationship, and assuming that
That's
every
the main
woman that's going out of
why.
town is fucking. You grow up.
That's the
Stop the cat.
You
main
old
reason
as hell.
why.
You old as hell
That's
with
the
no
main
wife,
reason
no
why.
relationship, and assuming that
That's
every
the main
woman that's going out
why.
of town is fucking. You grow up.
That's the main
That's
reason
a
why
very
the
immature
STI
mindset. I've been
rate.
on several girl trips, and I have
I'm sure you
never been
have.
around women.
Jazz, Fatty
who
asked
I'm
really-
sure
you
you
to
have.
let the man talk.
I'm sure
Well,
you
no,
have.
I don't give a fuck no
I'm sure
more.
you have. The
So you
Fuck
don't,
him.
that's
you
the
you
reason
don't give a fuck
everyone.
about what? Hey, anger man, 1 second. And this is what I'm
Because
talking about.
he said I'm immature. That's an immature
Jazz,
mindset to
no,
assume that.
Jazz.
Lame as
No,
hell.
Jazz, 1 second, Jazz.
Goofy.
Jazz, you been saying things that we disagree for hours. Nobody is calling you names. Nobody is saying
call me
that
a
like
liar.
really that. But that's Jazz. But that's the thing. If I say most men in bachelorettes are going to get their dick rubbed by a random stripper, if it's not me, I'm not going to say that's immature. It's not me.
What I'm saying
No, just stop. If you go to Ibiza, if you go to Miami, if you go to Las Vegas, if you go to these places where women go to celebrate girls' night out, half of them are wilding. And it might not be you it might not be you, Jess. You might be the responsible girl that is outside, you drink very few, you don't dance on people and all that. Half of them are wilding. And it might not be you it might not be you, Jess. You might be the responsible girl that is outside, you drink very few, you don't dance on people and all that. But if we make a statement that most of these women that are going on girls' night outs are not just going there for the music, like they say, for drinking. They are going there for getting attention from men, drinking skimpy for men to look at them and all that. And you're saying that's immature. How is reality immaturity?
Because that is not the reality. That is your perception, and you're trying to make it a reality. Sure, there are times where there are women, young women who are hot and want to be outside and do all of that. But he's saying that every girl's trip, women are out here doing that. That is not the case, and that is an immature. That's
Okay.
immature thinking.
What if you say most?
No, I can't. No, it's not most.
How do you know?
How many? How do you know? How many girls?
How do you know? How do you know? If
How
you
do you
disagree,
know?
if
How
no,
do
but
you
then-
know?
no,
I've
we are-
been on girl trips. Have you?
No, respectfully.
As angry men?
Reset. You said these, right?
Okay, so
So he
You
gives
ain't
his
even been
opinion.
nowhere.
No, one
You don't
second.
know.
No, Jazz is not that. Jazz is not that. If he gives his opinion and is immature, what makes your opinion immature?
Because I am not limited. I'm considering the nuance. I can agree that maybe there are some women who go out of town and engage in stuff like that. When they get together, they get all freaky and shit. I get that. But he's making a blanket statement that this is what all women are doing when they go on girl trips, when they go out of town with each other. And I'm saying that is
then why you can't take your husband with you?
that is not
Why you can't take
because
your
it's a
husband with you?
girl's trip.
Why you can't?
Jazz is out of her mind. Angry man about to cook her. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Fatty, let's go.
Some women who go out of town and engage in stuff like that. When they get together, they get all freaky and shit. I get that. But he's making a blanket statement that this is what all women are doing when they go on girl trips, when they go out of town with each other. And I'm saying that is
Then why you can't take your husband with you?
that is not
Why you can't take your
because it's a
husband with you?
girl's trip.
Why you can't take you? Well, check this out.
Because-
You give
oh
up.
my
You
God.
give up the ability to have girls trips when you get married. Grow the fuck up.
In some relationships,
Grow
that's
up.
the dynamic, and that's
Grow
okay. In others,
up.
there are thriving relationships where that's not the case.
Ma'am, you
and
said
that's
that you were
also okay.
mature. You said that you were mature, right? So if you're mature, give me an opportunity to make my statements without being interrupted since you're mature.
Right. Okay. Make sure your statement is mature then.
I don't have to make sure anything.
You should if you're having this
I don't have to make
conversation
sure
because
anything.
you
I'm
already
asking you to
started
be
with an
mature.
immature mindset.
I'm
So
asking you to be mature and allow me to speak.
you first.
I'm asking you to be mature and allow me to speak. You being
And I'm
mature has
asking you to
nothing
make
to
a
do
mature
with
statement.
you being mature has nothing to do with telling
Make a
me.
mature statement, angry man. Damn.
You being mature has nothing to do with telling
Oh, nigga, damn.
You said you have a boyfriend. Boss him around.
Boy,
This
shut
ain't
up.
gonna boss me around.
Well, I ain't gonna bust you around. Calm down.
I thought you were mature.
You're so such a slave to your
I am
ego.
extremely calm right now.
Yeah, I know. And I'm so crazy.
Extremely.
Crash out, Jazz. Here I go.
You
No,
still
because
crashing out.
it's just a lack of patience. You're coming on,
Ma'am,
you're saying one thing.
Ma'am,
So
can
go
I
ahead and
speak?
finish. Go ahead and you're saying one thing.
Ma'am,
So
can
go
I
ahead and
speak?
finish. Go ahead and finish.
Ma'am, can I speak?
I'm waiting.
Thank you. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, doing what you want is for children, not for adults. Once you become married or in a long-term relationship, you give up the me's for we. You give up the I for us.
That part right there.
At the end of the day, doing what you want is for children, not for adults. Once you become married or in a long-term relationship, you give up the me's for we. You give up the I for us. Okay? So if your man says, I don't want you going on a girl trip, if you respect him, you'll say, okay. That's the end of it. It ain't got nothing to do with, oh, y'all insecure and y'all want to boss women around and da-da-da-da-da-da. Grow the up. For the love of God, you and every other woman that operates like that. And to sit here and say that women don't go on girls' trips to be freaky, most of them are down there in Jamaica getting oiled up by some strange dude rubbing on their biscuits and you gonna sit here and try to tell us like, bro, we not naive. We know what go on.
Y'all know how the old saying goes, right? If she's breathing, she's lying.
Most of them are down there in Jamaica getting oiled up by some strange dude rubbing on their biscuits and you gonna sit here and try to tell us like, bro, we not naive. We know what go on.
No, you don't.
We know exactly what go on.
You're talking about an experience in Jamaica that everybody can get. I've seen men getting oiled and mudded up too.
If you go on a trip to Turks and Caicos and your man live in New York, I don't know nobody that can see that far. So he don't know what the hell you doing.
Facts.
He gotta trust what you say.
And what's wrong with
My
that?
thing is, why even put yourself in a position to where he has to question what you're doing?
But why would he have to question anything if he can trust me? If I'm going to do something, I could do it in town, out of town.
I don't trust nobody but God.
If we have trust in our relationship, it doesn't matter where I am. He can't. I could be cheating on him when I go to work. I could be cheating on him when I go to the gas station. I could be cheating on him wherever. It doesn't matter the location. A cheater is going to cheat.
Yeah, yes,
If you have respect
Okay,
and
but-
love in relationship,
Okay, but
if
here's
you have
the
respect
thing.
and love and
Here's
trust
the thing.
in your
Here's the thing with
relationship,
that.
it doesn't matter. That's why if my man said I'm going on a bachelor party, have fun. Sure, you might engage. Maybe your friend is into strippers, but I trust my man.
here's
Not
the
Can
to-
he, can he go to a
Here's
stripper
the-
club? Can he
here's
go
the
to a
thing with
stripper
this.
club? 1 second, Am. Can he go? Can he go to a stripper club?
Sure.
Let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. Here's the thing. That was a nice try, but no. There's a huge difference between you going to work, you going to the grocery store, you going to your regular routine. It is much easier for me to notice something is off about what you're doing When you're
That's
going
what
to
you
work,
think.
when you're going to the grocery store, if you're cheating in that aspect in your everyday life, I'm gonna notice something's off. But when you get on a plane and go somewhere else, that's a whole other thing. And then me co-signing it, saying, yeah, go ahead with your homegirls and all of that. When half the time you got homegirls that don't even want you to be with your nigga. Half the time you got homegirls that's trying to get you caught up in some shit so you and your nigga won't be together. So y'all can keep having girls trips. No,
Yeah, so
we're
I
not volunteering for that.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying, Angry Man, but you're generalizing something that is not something that's happening in mass, sweetheart.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Let me say this.
So what I'm saying is this: I get it. There are those things that happen, but what I'm saying is it's not the case for all of the time. And you're saying that, well, I'm able to notice a little bit more if you're cheating at work. That's what you think. But what I'm saying is, regardless if I'm in the town or out of town, if I'm going to cheat on you, I'm just going to do that. And
Okay, but
you may not pick up on it. What I'm saying is, you can't automatically assume that when a woman is going out of town with her friends, that is a setup for you to get cheated on.
What
Why do you feel like insecure?
No. Hey, Jazz, you can do that. Like literally last week, you generalized the whole cop community. You said if you're a cop. No, you said if you're a cop, I don't trust you. You literally said that. You didn't say if you're a black cop, white cop, tall cop, local black.
But I have proof as to why I believe that.
Yes. If I make a statement, you don't have to reply immediately. What I'm saying is that what is wrong with generalizing and saying people will do more risky behavior when they know they can be caught, when there's no friends around, no family around, nobody around. What is wrong with saying, yes, if your girl goes to Miami, it's more probable she cheats on you than in Nebraska where everybody knows her?
If you have a girl that lacks integrity and doesn't respect you, sure, you have that. You have to take that.
So would that be the same thing with cops? If I have integrity, don't matter if I am a cop.
My thing about cops, I don't trust them, period. But I have facts. I have facts to show why.
That's crazy.
Jazz, here's the thing. Look. Here's my position on this, right? So if I, a man, married you, if I put a ring on your finger, and I'm talking about the kind of ring that every time somebody look at your hand, they like, ooh, like, well, oh my God, like, and I've dedicated myself to you in front of God and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a provider, I'm a breadwinner, I'm holding it down, I'm laying the proper pipe.
Mm-hmm.
And I say to you, I don't want you going on that girl's trip.
That would be a pause.
I don't want you going on that girl's trip.
Can I ask
how
why?
you gonna be like, nah?
Can I ask why?
Because I said so.
So that's not a good. Okay.
It
but
is.
Why?
It is. You know why it is? Because did you hear what I just laid out? I'm coming with big energy. I said.
So you feel because you're a provider, you can just say this is what it is and not give her any communicate a reason why.
I'm not saying because I'm a provider.
That's what you just said, Angry Man.
I'm telling you what I'm saying right now. I'm saying because I'm him. It's more than just being a damn provider. It's more than just being a provider. All that that your homegirls be going through, you don't go through none of that.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Fatty, let's go.
Y'all some unstable creatures. See, I ain't gonna say the B word. I'm gonna say unstable creatures.